Hey guys, this is Fight Commentary Breakdown. I got two very special guests, Dan and Enson. Both Dan and Enson have trained many years in Jiu-Jitsu and many other combat sports. So let's go ahead and watch. This is a Streetbeefs fight that in the title says there's a lot of Jiu-Jitsu. They had a fight via Facebook, these two, so they're like, we're going to resolve it on the street like men. 1 round, no stops. Here they go. Bam. Shoots in.
Double leg.
I think they are in the bushes, going to reset it. I think the guy on the left's like, what did I get into?
Okay, another double leg. Turns the corner. The other guy pulls guard. The guy on the bottom pulls guard. You know, I can tell you right now, the guy on the bottom's a little fat, so I don't know if that guard's going to work out for him. It doesn't work out for guys with a big gut.
I see.
And you'll see.
Mm-hmm. So the guy on top's keeping very tight.
Yeah, the guy on the top is pinning his face down. He's doing the right thing. He looks like he's going for a can opener, and he's stacking them. That's why he's standing up. And what you're going to see is probably going to pull one of his legs down to the side. Right, you're going to see him push one of his legs down or both legs. Now he's going for the can opener. So he's pulling his head. So now he just passed. He passed on one side. Now he got a full mount, straight to full mount. Now he's pulling on the back of the head. Just dropped a little elbow. He's going to start softening him up, start putting him in the cooker like Hoist used to say. You got to cook him first, right? Let him tire himself out. Just dropped another elbow. There we go. Let the guy burn himself out.
Exactly. Oh.
Yeah, there is a lot of jiu-jitsu here. Now he just took his back. The guy turned belly down. Just took his back. The worst thing you can do.
Yep.
Now the man on the top's trying to straighten him out. He's throwing some punches with the left, couple of left punches in there, just trying to straighten him out.
Already has his hooks in.
Yeah, he has his hooks, and you can see the guy on the bottom straightening out his right knee, trying to get that hook out, but it's not happening.
Elbow.
Yeah, he just dropped a couple elbows.
So, is he going for the choke right there?
No.
No, he's not.
No, he doesn't have it. There isn't enough room right there to put it in.
Oh, I see.
So he has to throw a couple more punches, or he has to flatten him out so the guy can expose his neck.
I see. So the guy on the bottom, what can he do now to get out of this really bad situation?
The guy on the bottom can either grab one of the guy on the top's legs and get the hook off of him, off of between where his hip meets, where his leg meets his hip, right? He already flattened him out, so now he's in a really bad position now. But what he should do is he should actually try and face him, right? So turn back, belly up, and try and face him, and then shrimp. Pick one leg and just go to one side or the other.
I see.
But right now the position he's in, he's just going to get laid out. He's going to get more and more tired. He's going to get pounded out. The guy on the top's actually taking it easy on him. He could easily drop elbows on him. He could drop a lot of stuff right there, but he's actually taking it easy on him.
I see. Yeah. Ouch.
He could just drop like 100 hammer fists like Cain Velasquez did on Brock Lesnar, right? But maybe the guy on the top doesn't have the cardio or the balance. So.
They're both pretty gassed, both pretty tired.
They are. They are.
I mean, after all, they're not professional fighters. Oh, there we go.
Just suck in the rear naked. That's a tap.
That's also another tip. So basically, when you want to choke somebody out and you can't get their neck, you have to throw a couple of punches, and then they'll basically like let loose, and the opportunity is basically there. So.
Oh, look at that! A good show of sportsmanship. Wow. That was awesome. So what we'll do now is we're watching
something very important. The guy at the end said something. And he said, I didn't want to go for a submission, which means he could have finished him a long time ago, but he just decided to pound him out to punish him a little bit, to humiliate him.
I see.
So I guess, you know, I don't know if it's over or not after he said that, you know?
That's true.
So it's kind of a kicking somebody while they're down a little bit. So it's not all respect.
Oh, I see. All right. So let's watch it, and let's try half speed. If it's too slow, we'll go 3/4 speed.
Sure.
So yeah, maybe 3/4 speed's better. So we'll go 3/4 speed. So that's the first takedown right there.
Yes.
And he got side control, right? Kind of.
He kind of landed on. He landed a little bit on his side control, a little bit on a little bit of a cross-side, you could say, not side control, more like cross-side.
Cross-side. Okay. So now they go.
And he does another takedown. No, he turns a corner. He turns the wheel, takes him down with a double, and then the other guy pulls guard. And it's not a very good guard in the sense that it's not active. It's not an active guard. He's not threatening with anything, or he's not throwing up any arm bars. He's not throwing up any triangles. He's not trying to sweep. He's just laying there with his legs crossed to keep the other guy from moving or climbing on top of his chest.
Mm-hmm. He is punching him in the head occasionally.
Yeah, but I mean, he's in the inferior position.
Exactly.
No matter how good your guard is, guys need to understand that when the guy's on top of you, he's always in the superior position and you're in the inferior position. So you should always look at the guard to a means to an end. At least that's the way I look at it.
Mm-hmm. At that point, when the guy on top threw a punch, would the guy on the bottom have been able to catch him in a triangle potentially?
He could have either gone for a head and arm triangle and try and sweep underneath it, or he could have try and escape and recover guard. You know, but he just laid there. And part of the reason I think he laid there is because the guy on the top was just feeling him out. And if you go back a couple of seconds, you'll see that as soon as the guy rests, the other guy climbs on top.
Oh.
It's not even like he fought him. He was just waiting, biding his time. And as soon as the guy gassed, he did all of this.
I see.
Because the passing and taking the back, the full mount and taking the back all happened within 10 seconds. With zero resistance.
I see. So if you were to guess how much jiu-jitsu training the guy on top had, do you think the guy had 2 years, 3 years, 4 years?
Man, it looks like he has like a couple months. Yeah,
okay.
Maybe somebody showed him some backyard jiu-jitsu, you know.
Nice.
But he definitely, you can tell he knows how to put his hooks in. He has a sense of awareness of not falling over, you know. So he's definitely put some mat time in more than the guy on the bottom.
Exactly.
The guy on the bottom, I believe that he's suffering from a CM Punk syndrome. He took a couple of jiu-jitsu classes and he thought he was the best.
Oh.
Thought he was a real fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens too.
Yeah. Or sometimes people just watch UFC. They pick up some things. They think they can use it.
They can do it.
I like that CM Punk syndrome. So you hear them breathing heavily in 3/4 speed.
Yeah, they both have horrible cardio.
So that's a lesson, people.
But
Take runs.
Yeah, and here you can see the guy on the top. He could easily finish him right there, but he's deciding not to. And at the end, he confirms it.
Yeah. It looks like someone's coaching the guy on top, saying pull your arms out. That's not fair. Guy on bottom doesn't have coaching.
Well,
so I guess this is another lesson. Have friends who have your back when you're in fights like this.
no, you know the thing is this is like if you get into a fight like that and you don't know and you're the guy on the bottom, no matter how much you coach the guy on the bottom, he's not gonna understand what you're saying. Like if I'm coaching a trained fighter, I can say, hey, face him, shrimp, pick one side, shrimp, get that knee, get your knee out, do this, do that. But the guy on the bottom, that's not the place to learn.
Exactly.
It's too late already.
It's too late.
Yeah.
You just have to accept the reality. You're going to get hit a few times, if not a lot. Wow. So this was an awesome analysis, man. I think my audience will definitely want you guys back.
All right, cool.
So when you start your blog and everything, please let me know. I will link it in the bottom of this video. So have you ever been challenged like a brawl like this before? Or have you always been pretty...
No. You know, I never look for fights. I'll tell you that. I am terrified of getting shot or stabbed just like anybody else. But unfortunately, my son's seen me get into several fights. And I'm not talking about pushing matches. I'm talking about full-on fights or punches and where I submit people and put them to sleep. Wow. So it has happened. It happens quite often here in the city. And it's not that I'm God's hand or I'm saying I'm going to save the day. I'm the white knight. It's not like that. It's usually somebody with mental illness who's attacking a woman or being really loud on the bus or the subway and making everybody uncomfortable. And finally, I'll just say, hey, can you please stop that? I'm not looking for problems. Can you stop? And then that leads to something bigger and bigger. And then somebody throws a punch at me. And next thing you know, it's happening. So I always try and not let it get to that situation because there's no honor in that. Exactly. There's no honor in beating less than a white belt, right? Yeah. If you go to a dojo and you smash a white belt, there's no honor in that, right? Yeah. Same thing over here. So, but sometimes you gotta take out the trash, man. You know, and I'd rather be a gardener I'd rather be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. you know, and when it goes down, you know, you have to be able to, you have to have an active guard. You have to know, you know, what you're doing. And also, here's the other thing too, is fighting in the street is very different from jiu-jitsu. When I first started doing jiu-jitsu, I picked up a lot of bad habits that I would then do in the street. So you need to learn the difference. You need to learn to not get into wrestling matches, because you will fight the way you train. So if you are got into jiu-jitsu to learn how to fight, you need to make sure you either practice vale tudo or do something else to make sure you know where it's at when you have to throw punches and do it, because your cardio is going to be different, your breathing is going to be different, everything's going to be different, right? So what I see here is that these guys don't have a lot of experience either rolling or mat time and fighting as well. But I have been in that situation, was the answer to your question. Let me tell you one other thing too, is the last couple of times I've been in a fight has been with guys who outweigh me by more than 50 pounds and are super muscular and are way younger than me. So when that happens and you know that you're fighting a crazy person, it's all or nothing, because you know that if that person gets control over you,
Oh my God.
he's going to stomp you out, or something catastrophic can happen.
Yeah.
So once you realize that, somebody's talking to demons. I had one guy saying, don't let my head touch the ground because all the knowledge is going to leave my head. He was screaming that out loud. Once you realize that you're on a big wave and it's all or nothing. And if you don't put this guy to sleep, it's going to be bad.
Wow.
So yeah, man, it's pretty crazy. This right here is not that scary. This is a controlled environment.
Exactly.
You know in the back of your head that they're not going to allow that guy to beat you to death.
Yeah.
You know, so it's different. I'm all for stuff like this. I'm all for fixing, you know, settling beefs like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, fighting is fighting, you know?
Exactly. So for those of you watching, this was another Street Beefs fight that we watched, and this was Fight Commentary Breakdown, and I think these two are definitely coming back.
Right.
So
Awesome.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Talk to you guys soon.